What if one of music's most iconic performers created an alter ego that wasn't just a stage persona, but something far more mysterious? Based on fan theories, performance analysis, and speculation from backup dancers and crew members, this theory explores whether Beyoncé's Sasha Fierce transformation represents a phenomenon that goes beyond typical artistic expression. This is pure entertainment theory and speculation. You decide what to believe. According to fan theories compiled from public interviews and performance footage analysis, Beyoncé's creation of Sasha Fierce in 2008 marked a dramatic shift in her stage presence that even her closest collaborators found remarkable. Her longtime choreographer Frank Gatson mentioned in an interview that Beyoncé's transformation into Sasha was like watching someone become possessed by pure performance energy. The most intriguing aspect of this fan theory centers around what backup dancers describe in public interviews as the switch. According to speculation based on these testimonies, Beyoncé's transition into Sasha Fierce isn't gradual. It happens instantaneously, often marked by a specific moment in her pre-show preparation that witnesses describe as almost ritualistic. Former backup dancer Ashley Everett gave an interview where she mentioned that Beyoncé's pre-show routine before Sasha Fierce performances involved connecting with something beyond herself. While Ashley presented this as artistic preparation, fan theorists have analyzed this statement alongside similar descriptions from other crew members, suggesting a pattern of supernatural transformation. Fan analysis of Beyoncé's own statements about Sasha Fierce reveals fascinating details. In a 2008 interview with Oprah, Beyoncé described Sasha as someone I created to protect me, but also as someone who takes over completely. Fan theorists point out that her language suggests Sasha isn't just a performance choice, but an autonomous presence. According to this theory, based on public performance footage and crew interviews, the physical changes Beyoncé undergoes during Sasha Fierce performances go beyond typical stage presence. Vocal coaches who've analyzed her performances note that her vocal range and power increase dramatically during Sasha moments, accessing notes and techniques that seem to exceed her normal capabilities. The most compelling evidence comes from fan compilation of concert footage showing the exact moment of transformation. In multiple performances across different years and venues, the same pattern emerges. Beyoncé's eyes change, her body language shifts completely, and witnesses in the front rows have described on social media feeling an energy shift in the entire venue. Fan theorists have developed a fascinating timeline based on Beyoncé's career trajectory. According to this speculation, the emergence of Sasha Fierce coincided with Beyoncé reaching a new level of global influence that seemed to happen overnight. Her 2008 album, I Am. Sasha Fierce didn't just introduce an alter ego, it marked the beginning of what fans call her untouchable era. According to public interviews with tour crew members, Beyoncé's behavior around Sasha performances became notably different from her normal demeanor. Sound engineers have mentioned in podcast interviews that her voice during Sasha songs registers at frequencies that seem to transcend normal human vocal capability. The theory becomes more intriguing when examining fan analysis of Beyoncé's own descriptions of Sasha's origin. She's stated publicly that Sasha was born during her 2003 performance of Crazy in Love at the MTV VMAs, the same performance that fans and critics describe as the moment Beyoncé transformed from Destiny's Child member to global superstar, seemingly overnight. Fan theorists have developed a fascinating timeline based on Beyoncé's career trajectory. According to this speculation, the emergence of Sasha Fierce coincided with Beyoncé reaching a new level of global influence that seemed to happen overnight. Her 2008 album, I Am, Sasha Fierce, didn't just introduce an alter ego. It marked the beginning of what fans call her untouchable era. According to public interviews with tour crew members, Beyoncé's behavior around Sasha performances became notably different from her normal demeanor. Sound engineers have mentioned in podcast interviews that her voice during Sasha songs registers at frequencies that seem to transcend normal human vocal capability. The theory becomes more intriguing when examining fan analysis of Beyoncé's own descriptions of Sasha's origin. She stated publicly that Sasha was born during her 2003 performance of Crazy in Love at the MTV VMAs, the same performance that fans and critics describe as the moment Beyoncé transformed from Destiny's Child member to global superstar, seemingly overnight. The most fascinating aspect of this fan theory involves speculation about why Beyoncé announced in 2010 that she was killing off Sasha Fierce. According to this theory, based on analysis of her public statements and performance changes, Beyoncé didn't eliminate Sasha, she integrated her. Fan theorists suggest that by 2010, the distinction between Beyoncé and Sasha had blurred because the transformation had become permanent. According to speculation from performance analysis, Beyoncé's concerts after 2010 show her accessing Sasha's power without the need for a declared transformation. Fan theorists point to her 2013 Super Bowl performance as evidence, a show where multiple crew members described her as being in a sustained, supernatural state throughout the entire performance. The theory suggests that Sasha Fierce wasn't just a marketing concept, but represents Beyoncé's discovery of how to channel a form of performance energy that most artists never access. According to fan analysis of her public interviews about performance psychology, Beyoncé describes entering a state where something else takes over, and she has limited memory of the actual performances. The ultimate fan theory synthesizes these observations into a compelling possibility. What if Sasha Fierce represents Beyoncé's ability to channel a form of collective feminine power that explains her unprecedented influence and untouchable status in the entertainment industry? According to this speculation, based on performance analysis and public statements from collaborators, Beyoncé discovered a way to tap into an archetypal energy that transcends individual talent. Fan theorists suggest this explains not only her extraordinary performances, but also her ability to influence culture, fashion, and social movements seemingly effortlessly. The theory concludes with perhaps the most intriguing speculation. What if Beyoncé's entire career evolution has been a journey of learning to harness and control this energy? According to fan analysis of her visual albums and artistic choices, each era shows her becoming more comfortable with and powerful in this supernatural state, culminating in her current status as an almost mythological figure in popular culture. Whether you believe these fan theories or not, Beyoncé's transformation through Sasha Fierce remains one of the most fascinating evolutions in modern entertainment. Her ability to completely embody different performance personas, her influence that transcends music, and her collaborators' consistent descriptions of her supernatural stage presence do suggest something extraordinary. These theories, compiled from public interviews, performance analysis, and fan observations, offer one possible explanation for achievements that seem to operate beyond normal artistic capability. But perhaps the most interesting aspect is how Beyoncé herself describes Sasha not as pretend, but as real, powerful, and transformative. The entertainment world continues to analyze Beyoncé's methods and impact, but one thing remains clear. Her relationship with Sasha Fierce represents a level of performance artistry that most observers struggle to fully understand or explain through conventional analysis. If you want to explore more fan theories about extraordinary artistic transformations, subscribe and let us know which performer's alter ego you'd like us to investigate next. Because sometimes the most powerful performances come from accessing something that exists beyond the individual artist.